time Mikey first brought up this idea of fighting Spence, how have your feelings about his chances of winning evolved over time?
Well, look, at first, the reason we were against the fight, not because we don't think he could win. We just think that all the fighters that have done it little by little, moved up in weight, they've done it at the proper time, against the right opponents, different stuff like that. But Mikey making that decision, of course we first try to convince him, there's so much at 135 and 140 that he could do in the next 2-3 years, and then eventually obviously go for his 5th division world title. But he wanted to do it, and he's seen it a year ago when Spence was fighting Peterson, and now that I'm working as a trainer to see what we have to do to be able to win the fight, I see a lot of things, and I see why Mikey made that choice. Other boxing fans, you guys, see Spence being a powerful guy, knocking guys out. But as a trainer, it's just totally different when you study an opponent and you see things that your fighter could do or things that your fighter shouldn't do, punches that your fighter should stay away from. And I think Mikey has a great chance.
Why do you think he wanted this? How much of this do you think is kind of financially motivated as opposed to maybe legacy motivated?
I think it's more of a legacy. I think Mikey took 2.5 years off, and he wants to catch up pretty much. If he would have never taken those 2.5 years off, by now he probably would have accomplished a lot, but maybe not at welterweight. So he'd probably be tired and sick of the sport, maybe because of all the politics involved. Now that he's in control of his career, he's got more goals. He wants to accomplish so much, and his 5th world title is going to be huge. And believe me, he's going to go after the 6th one. I guarantee you that, because that's just what Mikey is.
It seems like right in every division right now, there probably isn't as much depth as say there was when you were fighting, right? Where every division was 4, 5, 6 guys deep. Do you find it unfortunate in some ways that he has to kind of make this jump 12 pounds north to, kind of establish how good he is?
Well, look, there is other fights at 35 or 140 that could prove, what he wants to prove. But it's just right now with different promoters and TV networks that you just can't make those fights happen. Even if you want them, or even if the other guy's calling it out and that's the fight I want, he knows that fight's not going to happen anytime soon. So Mikey didn't want to wait. Mikey wanted to go after the best challenge out there, and it was easy to make. They both fight for PBC, so that was the easiest fight to make.
Did it surprise you at all that Mikey had that type of motivation in him? Because I think the impression that he's given people, right, especially after the Top Rank thing, is he's a smart business guy. He's maybe, he can kind of take his emotions out of situations, but it kind of seems like this is a thing, again, like you said, it's kind of more legacy driven, right?
Well, Mikey wants to be remembered as one of the best, maybe the best of this time. And that's what he wants. That's what he has in mind, and I think that's why he decided to choose this fight. Other guys that move up in weight obviously look for maybe even though at welterweight that might not be an easiest one out there, but we could have maybe waited a little bit longer and make the right choice. But Mike wanted to fight the best, and because he wants to be recognized as the best, he wants to be going out in history, and 100 years from now, people to remember that Mikey was one of the best.
Did you always have that in him?
I think he got that after that 2.5-year layoff. He got that fire that before he never, even when he won titles, he beat Salido, he beats Rocky Martinez. For him, it was just like another win. He never got excited about any of those wins.
Robert, could you share with us some of the things you do see in Spence that Mikey can take advantage of?
Look, Spence is a hell of a fighter, man. Mikey just has to fight a very smart fight and very, pretty much a perfect fight. Spence is fast, strong. He's obviously gonna be the bigger man. So there's there's not much, but inside the ring, Mikey will take advantage of those little things.
What's the reaction you've gotten from like the boxing public? Just trainers, fighters, kind of like to talk to you about this fight.
Lately, what I've been hearing lately is a lot of boxing people, a lot of fans are are picking Mikey. You know, it's weird because at first nobody gave him a chance, but lately it's been more like people are coming to believe what Mikey really is and what Mikey's gonna do. And, you know, it's not gonna be easy. Like I said, Mikey has quite a perfect fight, but you know, I think he's ready to do it.